we are here. It is time for some FACEIT League. You know, we're stepping up to the thing. Job's not done. We still got playoffs going on. Yeah, it was an exciting Master Division playoffs. Well, it was exciting for both regions for different reasons. But yeah, it's still, you know, we had the toilet bowl on one end with the 2. And then we had it seemed like every single match in NA went the distance is how it felt. I mean, and the grand finals were no exception, going 7. I mean, tip of the hat to Tiny Shiny and Twin Salty. Man, the Twin Shiny duo was shining super bright over the weekend. Man, they killed that grand finals. It was so good. It was so good. Big props to those hardworking casters. And we do have your upper bracket finals, I guess, fortunately for, you know, teams that wanted to be on stream at least. This match got rescheduled from yesterday to today. This actually happened over the weekend. I was asked to cover this over the weekend. And so, yeah, we do have kind of there's really no other matches going on today. Like, I won't have NA today. All the NA stuff isn't taking place until tomorrow. Of course, NA was a 16-team bracket, so there's a little bit more still going on there. NA is, I believe, still in upper bracket semis. You can take a look at your EMEA expert bracket. We're down to top 4. So we at least know your 4 teams that will have a shot at Master Division. We know the 4 teams that will at least be either participating in that, if not moving on into Master Division directly, which is part of the stakes behind today's match. This is your number 1 and your number 2 seeds. Top of the bracket all season long. You've got 1 loss between the 2 of them. I believe that Emptiness's loss is actually F-word. Let's double check that. It is, in fact. This was a 3-1 to F-word, but it looked like about halfway through the season. We'll keep that up just so we can kind of compare like what maps we go to and what bands and see if I remember to try to harp back to that stuff. Oh, speaking of remembering, here, let me get you some preds. Oh, we did get a Oasis map pick. Sorry, I was just cleaning up some stuff on the back end as we were getting ready to get into this. We do have a patch dropping right at the top of the hour. So, yeah, they could make things a little bit interesting. Shouldn't be too bad, but like I don't have Overwatch open yet, and I was kind of double checking my settings and some things like that. Let's double check some dad jokes. Oh, I have a Master Division. I have congrats to your Master Division champions, and Master Division playoffs start today in the same ticker. Yeah, we're on fire today, y'all. Genji Band coming in from from Emptiness, actually. Emptiness did get first vote here. This does feel very random. Emptiness is your 2nd seed, so I'm not. We've talked about this a few times, but a top seed didn't get first pick, which is kind of OWCS rules. It still feels unclear. If anybody found clarity on that, please share. In the meantime, I'm gonna go plug in Emptiness's ban and swap sides, as we are gonna have F-word starting us off in the red outlines. Oh no, seriously though, happy belated birthday to Lunar. Happy birthday. Oh, that's going in my stream news. That's going in my stream news right now. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Oh my God. I'm in for it. Wait a minute. Yo, don't shoot me yet. I gotta get on this stream. Oh my God. Dude, I'm so cold. You've got to be joking. I am so cold. I haven't played in weeks, y'all. Damn it, this is embarrassing. I do not play Cass at all. Hey! And that's what I get a kill on. I don't play Cass at all either. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I definitely don't play Genji.
A simple victory.
Ah!
I am always ready to learn.
Oh, I totally botched my flight.
I carry my burdens alone.
You let me win. You let me win, Rare. I've never 1v1 before, y'all. Not in this. I've played deathmatch, but not like this. I've never done this before.
Death waits for no one.
All right, all right. You're coming over, you're coming over. Get aggressive, get aggressive. Yep, I knew it, saw it, saw it. Ah, I missed the shot. I made the read, I missed the shot. Oh, jeez. I got one, I got one. Oh, no, I didn't. I just got owned. That was a lot of fun. Shout out Flaticue and Rare. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting me to do that. That was a lot of fun. All right, let's get into it. Flaticue was asking about the emote.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of ground and pound with Santi pulling up the Ramatra. Flavor we haven't seen as much in recent days. My game audio is very loud, isn't it? Let me cut that down a little bit. I think my overall audio is very loud. Oh no, this actually looks all right. Okay, that should be a little better. Let me know if the game audio is a little too much. The quick moving Lucio carry hazard comp. Grab it first. Cap, we saw Nevs kill there late in the fight. I didn't see what actually set up that kill. That looked like more of a result than a cause. Hammer only. Yeah, of course. You're gonna do a Torb 1v1. It's gotta be hammer only. I think that's absolutely. What's up, Payne? I appreciate you being here. Diam, thank you for the follow. "30-minute delay got Bulls coming film." No. I just thought it was funny. It's not, no, not at all, Horrocks. I just thought it was funny. Like, that was the one thing. It's like, we can't get freaking geek bars here now. Like, that was the one thing. No. I took control of some high grounds. We look for a re-engage here. Yeah, we're still looking to lock in, because you hadn't noticed. Looks like F-Ward stayed focused through our little long break at the beginning of this series. Huge push out. They're just going to clean out that whole hallway. I mean, they just zoomed forward and muscled Emptiness right out of there. Evicted them from that spot before they could even really set up. Looking like you're going to invest early in this fight with that bola shot. And I mean, F-Ward continues to push the aggression. We saw him evict from the hallway. They have now fought all the way through the double arches. Nev's going out to the gardens here. Nearly touching the spawn door to chase this kill onto Santi and successfully doing so. Only 2 deaths so far here from F-Ward in this opening round. They look to conclude a perfect 100-0. We are going to get a touch from Zero, coincidentally enough. Sound barrier from, Fry well ahead of that Ascendant with, just numerous fight wins simultaneously. Massive macro advantage for F-Ward. What, the OC, the Annihilation were certainly like, the 2 hopes that Emptiness had on that last fight. Not able to get either of them in, not able to get set up for that OC. But hey, long, weird opening. I'm gonna go with warm-up diff. That's what happens when you've got a warm-up opponent like this old man. Do I need to reset Preds? I did Preds at like 40 minutes ago. Do y'all want fresh Preds?
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Yeah. Oh well. Screw it. It was an early bird special today, apparently. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, we get changes. We do. Santi coming in with the D.Va. I like this change. I mean, City Center, that center pillar is just so important. It's such a pivotal spot to be able to set up and either grab high ground or stair side, your two most powerful spots. Snev has tried to get very aggressive, and that Santi swapped to the D.Va. I mean, just nullified so much of the burst damage from Nevs. So Emptiness moments from getting their first cap of the map. We did get the drop down from F4. They're able to stall long enough for Nevs to get back in this fight. We're turning on a Doomfist of all things. Trying to lock down Cynic will eventually get that kill. I mean, Cynic though with a massive advantage in the sound barrier through that first fight where we saw, you know, took like 3 fights and didn't get nearly as much charge as they got in that one fight here in this opener, though. After that long engagement, despite that opening kill on the Nevs, F4 still managed to grab first control. And that ultimate advantage is really only on the Lucia. A little bit on that Leo's, more equal. But if you're looking at the DPS, you got Flatiq and Unto, both of their the Pulse Bomb and Bolo Shot ready to go respectively. Flatiq's going to land an opening pick. Oh, and Cynic finds themselves down. I don't know, just stepped a little too far out into traffic. What exactly happened there? But an opportunity for F4 to get back in the macro in the only place they were behind in that all-important sound barrier. Unto making a move, pushing out the right door. Okay, Zero's there to mark the flank. So not giving up an easy pulse angle here for Unto. We do get the Bolo Shot combined with the Concerned and Russian. An aggressive push outside the choke. Unto finds her way in on that flank, taking down Zatan. Invested a pulse. Ooh, forcing Zero into a bad spot. Nice little sandwich created from Unto. So far, it has been a dominant Oasis, which is a very clean map control. You could even argue that there was first fight win of the map did actually go to Emptiness. But good timing on the stall. Zatan trying to bring it back. It's just taken right out of the OC. But Santi and Zero combined for first time we were able to find some purchase here with Santi swapping to the Hazard 2 fights ago. Feeling a little desperate, like they had to force the downpour. Unfortunately, got nothing with it. Meteor strikes can get tossed in. We did get a flip here. Emptiness grabbing a little bit of percentage. They're gonna have to stall this. Sound barrier lands to do so. Saves Nilly has so little health. Barely even visible the health bar as the sound barrier hits the battlefield. Santi is back. Emptiness have bought themselves an opportunity here. And they need to make something happen. And found a low rare on the outside of the objective. Push it through though. Zero tosses in the pulse. Doesn't quite land. Rare's able to fall back. Get topped up. Use that Suzu to get to safety. Flatiq spawns with a kill and a Bolo Shot. And it looks like F4 have got round 1, map 1 in the bag. Yeah, I figured Cynics had to get hit by a car. It's the only thing that made sense they're paying. All right. F4, take map 1. Who's pinging me? Last saw these 2 teams, Oasis was the one map that Emptiness was able to win. I honestly don't remember if it was their pick in that previous match or not. Where was that match? There it is. And it was 2-1, getting extremely close when you start looking at deaths and elims previously. This is the match that happened in regular season. These aren't today's stats. We'll have to wait. I want to wait on this first ban to come through before we look at our map 1 stats here for today. You haven't seen a lot of the nerf Doom going around. I can believe it. I know Doom is like an insta ban for me in ranked. Not that I get a chance to play a whole lot. No, I can get behind the nerf Doom truth nuke. I can get behind that. 100%. Who do y'all think had most damage? Who do y'all think had most damage in that map? Nerf Lucio and remove Tracer while you're at it? Hey. Now you've gone too far. I was on board with Nerf Doom. You've gone too far, though. Let's dial it back a notch. All right, we're getting New Junk City here at Emptiness. They're taking their time, but we're taking... Hey, you know what? It's just patch day shenanigans. Oh, it is going to be a venture ban. Okay. Interesting. With that, we are going to swap sides as well. Let's look at some stats there for map 1. Feel like it's going to be a lot more dominant. Who does end up with most damage? It is, actually... It is going to be rare. Yeah, 6,100. Ooh, no, I am completely wrong. What am I thinking? It's Flaticue. Yeah, sorry, my brain didn't make the jump of Discord name or whatever lobby name to FACEIT name. But yes, it's actually Flaticue. Flaticue with most damage in that lobby. Pretty dominant map all around as we expected, just the way that one felt. You know, real story of that, only 7 deaths in total, where, you know, you're averaging about 7 deaths per player from Emptiness. What are we looking at? I think I'm looking at especially going to New Junk City. The flex DPS is gonna be a point of contention. We'll see if Zero's able to contain Unto on the other side. We get set and ready. It is gonna be a Brig ban. So Venture ban was from Emptiness. We did get that side swap, and then a Brig ban coming through from F word. So let me get all that plugged in for you, and we'll get into New Junk City here. Venture. Brig. New Junk City. Let's go. Orisa versus Ramatra. As we're getting loaded into this, Flaticue is... Flaticue, excuse me, was on the... is your flex DPS. I don't know why I got Unto and Flaticue swapped there when I was initially talking about Zero. Zero is going to be sticking with the sim. As an auto player, I have the upright privilege to say remove Tracer. You know what? You make compelling argument, my friend. You make a compelling argument. There's a little fan, and Unto is coming out with a vengeance here out of New Junk City. Hyper aggressive rundown. And that's gonna be exactly how I think you have to play with the Orisa versus the Ramatra. Don't let the Ramatra just sit there and cycle. I'm gonna have to take some risks, and that's what we seem to have seen there in that opening fight. Oh, actually, excuse me, that is from F4. I didn't get the side swap in there. Excuse me. It'd say Emptiness is starting us on your right hand side. Hello. But up to it, F4 coming in with a vengeance here. Map 2. And that is, I mean, the aggression continues here in the second fight. I told y'all I was exhausted after this weekend, y'all. I apologize. I know I'm not at 100 today. I just feel like I'm just exhausted. So apologies for my mistake there. I feel dumb. I feel bad. But no mistakes from F4 thus far. There you go. 10 out of 10 segue. We'll get one last touch. And Ilios there with the opening ult. Oh, I mean, just took an enormous chunk of damage. Unto trying to counter with the sound barrier. We're not going to get a touch. Didn't quite see what happened on the point. We do end up with Emptiness actually ahead in the kill feed as Zatan gets the kill on the rare. Yeah, but yeah, as you can see the C9 in chat, yeah, nobody ends up on the point.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Tom with the beautiful shots. We get the teleport in the top left-hand side, and Neves comes over to try to just, I think was hoping to contain into that corner, but kind of puts themselves in an awkward spot. Is looking a little surrounded here as we move into our second flashpoint in refinery. Neves will go down from all of that damage, and we're going to cap out of Emptiness to start this off. Beautiful shoot out of the Satan to close out this fight. Now we are actually seeing for real this time. Emptiness wake up a little bit. Haven't really had a chance to talk about. We did get, we have Quilla coming in. Okay. I don't know that I've seen Quilla play, to be perfectly honest. Colosseo is a streamer tag. It looks like for Quilla was, you know, Santi subbing out. No Verit. Wait, Verit's backline. No, wait. Dude, I can feel the exhaustion now. Yeah, my brain is just nothing today. Terror Surge, Pulse Bomb combo. Lose rare at the end. And I mean, oh, you got an Amp Matrix, Terror Surge, Pulse, all invested into that. You end up with a 3-2 investment. We did get both of the DPS ults in from Emptiness. Apologies. I didn't exactly see how that happened. Deadeye out of Unto. I like that. I mean, just devaluing the rush, and you find Satan through that. So it's Annihilation and Beat to try to counter push down your Sojourn in this fight. Let's just hoping for something. We'll actually leech enough life for Flaticue to maybe buy some hope back into this, but there's no Lucio to speed them around. It's just that teleporter to try to see if they can maneuver and rotate around this, but they're able to bait F-Word into pushing out into an uncomfortable spot where Neliozu and Zero were able to find a kill onto Unto. So a small window for Emptiness push back in. The time is not in their favor. 90% on the board here for F-Word. Satan has returned to this fight, but a lot of low health bars here. Quilla has to make a move, has to push on to this point. Soundbarrier in, and Flaticue's going to drop in a pulse. Calypso's very low, Flaticue with the finish. No one else left to touch. As F-Word's able to clean up in that 99-99 fight and take a 2-0 lead. Give me my... Emptiness really need a junkyard to spawn here, and it's going to be bomb flats, it looks like. So both teams kind of with equal opportunity to get a defender's advantage set up on this point. It actually does look like F-Word's going to make it here first, albeit just barely. We're going to swap it over to this Diva. So I'm just able to get positioned enough with that teleporter, now trying to get them out. There was a Kitsune Rush thrown on this point, and you got a couple of different fights going on, but really good job from Rare and all the squishies go to isolate Neliozu. They're kind of behind enemy lines. And just find the carry, make sure there's not enough sustain for this prolonged fight. And just do manage to grab about 27% off that first cap. You're getting a very aggressive F-Word now pushing up, finding some exit picks. Unto going into a Genji, so now we're already double flex DPS here with after Unto making that swap, looks like the previous fight, actually. Just now kind of getting a chance to talk to it. And you're going to have Beat Blade coming into this with only a sound barrier from Cynic for Emptiness to try to kind of force their way back into this map. And then back into this series in general. So here comes the Beat Blade. Cynic sound barrier is good. Ilios is in trouble. Swift step out and, I mean, beautiful limit testing there from Ilios, kind of absorbed as much damage as they could. They're having to spend their own cooldown, so they do manage to get a lot of swipes from Unto, kind of nullified at the base of that sound barrier and able to escape. Good job kind of pulling Unto away from the rest of the team through all of that. Still, 92%, and, you know, Emptiness weren't able to get a foothold in that fight. It ended up kind of being just a null and void 3v3 at the end of the day. Now trying to regroup for one last push here on New Junk City. Wonder Rare's gonna have this Kitsune rush. Oh, and that's a big, aggressive move out to the front where Unto fights a Todd, and Flat Q lands a 2K pulse. And that should just be the beginning of the end here on New Junk City. Last recall at the end. Flat Q already, you know, just talking to chat. Boom, 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 boom. F for it. Up to what? Match point here in your upper bracket final. Where's my background music? There it is. All right, looks like it's about time to close out spreads. Oh. No Emptiness believers. No Emptiness believers thus far. Hey, they took a map. They took a map last time these two met. All right, is history going to repeat itself? Will they get this one? I mean, Oasis was the map that they took, and Oasis was pretty dominant in F-Word's favor. So far, Nevs has been pretty unstoppable. The Orisa, the Hazard, the Doomfist. Hey, there we go. The Nevs Emo. There you go. The Nevs Emo. There it is. Do all of Gordon Ramsay have? Yes. Yes, they all have Gordon. Yes. 100%. It's going to be Dorado Pick, Carrico Bad coming in from Emptiness. All right, we're taking this to the high ground. You're going to challenge the Nevs Diva again. Is that? Wait, was it the Nevs? Oh, sorry. No, I think it was Emptiness who tried to play the Diva. I think they want to go back into the Diva. We're banning out that Lucio carry. Try to keep Nevs out of the Hazard, I think is what we're seeing here. We are going to get a side swap once again. Don't let the side swaps fool you. I know they get me from time to time. They get me from time to time. Oh, it's a Diva. There you go. We are going to get the Diva ban right there out of Nevs. Out of Nevs and F-Word. It took like 40 minutes to get into this match, and so F-Word invited me in for 1v1s. Which I'm crediting to their success so far today. So that's Ella, I think, for future advice. Yeah, just invite me in for your 1v1 warm-ups, and you know, then you'll be up 2-0. That's what it was. It was warm-up buff. Yeah, I'm just saying, it was warm-up buff. There's not much more I fear than a team that coordinates their profile photos, and even more so, I will add on to that they're all Gordon Ramsay pictures. What is more intimidating than 5 Gordon Ramsay staring you down as we head into Dorado? Let's get into map 3. Preshy! Oh, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well, Gamer. It's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yes, we can absolutely all be mad that they wiped codes for stadium updates. Yes, we can, Trash Panda. Yes, we can. All right, Santi back in. pulling out the Winston in lieu of that Diva Band coming through from F-word. We are, in fact, going to see Nevs in the Hazard. But it's going to be the Brig Bap with the Kiriko Band out. Not able to use their Lucio Curie backline, I think they prefer, but particularly on Dorado, I mean, Brig Bap feels super strong. You got nice high grounds to set up on, 2 of the 3 points and some good safe areas on point C as well. You do have one Unto is going to get hunted down by Santi here on the top of the roofs. And a great Bionade lands from Neliozu. So a nice systematic approach. So far, so good here for Emptiness in this opening 45 seconds. It was a lot of fun, Trash Panda. Genuinely, it was a lot of fun. I've never done that. I've never done a 1v1 before, if that's what you're referring to. I've never done a 1v1 before, like in that setting. Like where you go into Lijiang Tower and do the 1v1s. That was a first. And I also haven't played in like weeks, so I was super cold. But old man gray hair got a few picks, all right? I got a few picks with Cass, got a few kills with Widow in a 1v1. All right, all right. Santi, unfortunately, going to get picked here. Good wall, and I mean, you can just almost hear the monkey call out through the gameplay. I feel like I heard the entirety of F-word shouting monkey in my ear as they all collapse onto Santi for that pick. We'll stop this cart here after the first leg of point A. That's going to be a nano boost engage onto Santi. Keep an eye on Satan, try to follow this up as well. Is in a good spot here with this top right high ground. You're going to loop all the way around. So far, keeping an eye on this rooftop. Flaticue drifts in. Off the roof, slides down on the surf. Land a couple of directs. Santi back with the peel. And here comes a bit of a collapse from the defensive F-word. That's going to force Bubble out. And Satan falls as Unto intercepts the retreat. Bolo shot now tossed in. Rally from Cynic to try to win back this 45 in the face of some DPS ults with a beautiful anti-lated from Ilios. Zero's able to find a pair of kills. Perfectly timed rally. And a great clap back here out of Emptiness. Best team fight of the day from them thus far. Really clean, and even though the nano engage didn't quite go like they wanted, lose a player in that exchange, but a perfectly timed rally, able to kind of flip the point and kind of muscle the way through, even though it cost a little bit. Now need to fend off a rally coming in the retake, but Neliozu once again with the perfect nade has the answer. I need to give you some more Neliozupov. This Auto has been such a difference maker in starting this comeback out of Emptiness. Once again, another good bio nade lands. We're going to see Santi get aggressive. Had even the extra healing on that nade. That's how perfect that one was. Goes up top, gets the flash out. A very low Flaticue trying to roll away. And it is Flaticue. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It is Flaticue playing hit scan this time, and Unto is on the flex DPS. So in map 1, when I was like, Unto, you're Tracer player. And then it came out and Unto was on the Cassidy, I felt really stupid. Now I feel a little bit more vindicated, by the way. Anyway. As should Emptiness, as their attack continues to find success. Nanoboost engage got him around the final corner, but need one final push to get this point unlocked and move it into the power plant. Santi has the bolo shot and a couple of targets in the back. That's going to do some nice AoE damage, and there's the land. Beautifully timed pounce. Zaton with a beautiful bolo shot, and Santi lands in, sacrificing himself to find those 2 picks up top. That should be enough to get them through. It is a significant advantage still, even though the monkey's not in this fight. Nev's at half health is forced to move in from the vault to try to contest this cart, but it's just a sit and duck for a perfect bionade. Neliozu uncontested, dropping shots in from the high ground. I mean, maybe you're missing a couple, but you still have a perfect position. Land that one onto Unto to secure this gap. Warx versus Ikuno is going to be one for the record books. We'll have that one on stream Saturday. It'll be Super Sal taking on Fog in your lower bracket semifinals. Oh, I'll absolutely get that one on stream for you Saturday. Huge engage up top, but it's Neliozu trying to blank it all up. A good deflect. I think the deflect, I might have... Never mind. I think it caught a take aim bolt. I was worried for a second. I thought I had heard the bolo shot go in. Amidst the double rallies. And speaking of the double rallies, Phoenix is going to swap to a Lucio after, spinning that previous one. Defense has been able to hold this precarious spot. That fight was still kind of broken in anybody's games till Flaticute comes up with those 2 picks. So cart stopped with round 90 to go on the clock. Whereas since swap to their own Ana, Nano available alongside a couple of DPS ults, and Santi will have the Primal shortly thereafter. This is going to be a tough fight. We're now getting both of our super flex DPS going into more hit scan roles. You want to consider Freya a hit scan. We label Freya as a hit scan, I think, just for Overwatch semantics, although technically the hero is a projectile hero. Nano engage, actually thrown on to Cynic. We get the mini raid boss, no rally coupled with it, but with the nade, I mean, honestly, Nev's lucky to get it out one piece. With sub 100 health, when Flaticute throws in his bolo shot to try to alleviate some of the pressure, but Santi's been able to work in with that aforementioned Primal Rage and isolate Neofry down below. Now we're going to get a Nano return, trying to slingshot this fight. Flaticute and Untu coming up with the kills, and Santi's now having to backpedal with their leap. Untu's looking to chase. Santi trying to hold. Needs to survive here with 30 seconds remaining. This little hiding in the cubby hole actually very important, with the reinforcements showing up just in time to bail Santi out. Once again thwarted from trying to stage in the hallway. Santi just poking back and forth. Very close in the rallies. Be the next ult to come online. This fight draws out. Untu's dead. I hoping to cut things short. That's a dangerous peek from Zaton, but they're able to survive through the lead with the bolo shot. Ooh, and that kill potential. We've got to make sure Zaton stays alive. Following kill onto Untu. They've got an isolated Neofried over the top. The bolo shot's perfect. It's Flaticute with it. Zaton with a swift and clean 3-piece. Should get Emptiness over the line. Well played. They're out of the Freya. My goodness. Clutch move from Zaton.
0, 3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Zaton comes out 20-4. Leading your server in damage, although not by an enormous margin over Flaticute, by about 500. Is still leading your server in damage, and in elims by a far more significant margin.
Ready for battle.
Doesn't look to be any changes from Emptiness as they head on the defense. Let's go back to the stats, just in case y'all are still looking at that. We do see Neliozu with only a pair of deaths. Wait, did I have your name? Okay, no, your names are good. I was scared I had things backwards for a second.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Flag took a shot on Santi. He's gonna go back and swap to the Freya. The high ground's just too important here. Good nade from Rare. Just clear Santi off of Red Roof. There's also buys room for Nevs to stage on this side. Some good vision. They're going to track back, peel for Red Roof. That will force Santi back. Jockeying for early map position, early staging continues. Nevs, once again, showing their willingness and their desire. Stage from that point. Immediately, as soon as jump comes back on cooldown, make the move on to the high ground. Nelio's using a bit of trouble. Gotta keep that auto alive. Good job from Cynic. Excuse me, that was from... Yeah, no, that was Cynic. The Emptiness break. Does a good job of keeping Nelio's alive initially. But Unto is able to find through as I stumble over my words. Unto stumbles none. Exactly, Maddie. It's just kind of Overwatch semantics at this point. Like, we just don't have a good term for it, it feels like. Just range DPS, I think, is a more accurate term. But it's weird because we don't call Hanzo a hit scan. Whoa! It's good player. Look like Flaticue actually just got some enormous damage in with those take aim shots. Look like got some good splash damage off the tank aim bolts there. And that attempted retake there from Emptiness. It was always a bit broken. No ults invested from Emptiness. You know, they don't try to spin their rally in that. But good news for F-Word fans. I mean, they don't spend either. They've got a full bank coming in. Kind of a, well, man, well, great nade. I was going to say, this could be a difficult spot, but a good nade from Nelly. Suddenly, they're right back into the ult economy. Nevs does receive the nano boost, and this is just a dangerous spot for a nanoed monkey with a primal rage. Both supports will fall. Santi did receive a nano on the other side. The only hope, try to see if they can find the supports. They do get one, but not both. So with the Ana still up, Rare is able to fend off Zero. All right. Let's get back into this thing. So with that unfortunate DC, Nevs doesn't even have to spend the Primal Rage, although I'm not sure they were going to have to spend it anyway. You know, they win that previous Nano fight using just the Nano Pulse. Now on Anelli couldn't have found a better target. Here in the back of Point B, we're going to get the rally from Neo Fry to try to fend off Santi's Primal. Random screenshot to lock in. I can't wait to release my Season 5 screenshot folder. The Primal Rage failing. It's up to Cynic to try to hold this point with the rally. They're going to try to invest here, you betcha. They're going to slide out. I think that actually connected, but Nevs is able to get up, slept through the Primal. Santi is down, though. Nelly's purple. And Nevs is just going to pounce on him with those big gorilla feet. Excuse me, scientist feet. This is the guy who called me old? Oh no. Hey, y'all can all take selfies. Just nobody in Overwatch is old. I'm around. You can always say, no, I'm not old. Bull Skunk is here. So you can all take solace in that. Nobody is old when I'm around. Look at Rare is like trying to fake the sleep dart. I've seen the melee to fake the sleep dart before. I think it was just a random button push. Good shots. Oh yeah, Rare's just holding court up here. Now Nevs is pushed up into the spawn. 340 here to hold with Unto planting a pulse onto Zero. What a statement. That is always sending a message when you choose to invest your pulse bomb onto the opposing tracer. Now a nano boost here to spawn camp. Santi's already down. Zero does receive the nano boost, is able to land a pulse on a Neophyte and try to swing through the last one alive. Now just desperately looking to hold on, but the take aim bolts from Flaticue are too good. As is this time banked. It's going to be a 4-14 after the minute added back on.
3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So Ilios here with that massive impact on the attack. Oops, about to say, I think I just ran that right into that wall.
Ready for battle.
And only 2 deaths. Took a lot of pressure, a lot of duress on the defense there out of Emptiness. And remember, we also saw if we're trying to start on the Bat Brig, and Ilios was just tearing them apart on the attack with those anti-nades. So rare swap to that Ana, and then sticking with it here, and I stuck with it ever since. Good anticipatory positioning out of this defense with both Unto and Nevs able to capitalize onto Orange Roof. Why do you always show up as soon as I mention my age? Keep an eye on the nade. 6 seconds on this cooldown. This is what Emptiness are counting on. Watch for the bubble. The nade lands. Gets through the bubble. Neophyte's still purple. You got a low rare up top as well. Santi and Emptiness playing it a bit slow. Did not move in to capitalize on that. And Satan, by the time they push up to the high ground, fallen victim here to the attack out of Unto and Nevs. Meanwhile, Zero and Santi have been able to pick up 1, but Nade has to be used defensively here out of Ilios. They don't have the front line, but Ilios is able to finish off Nevs through that exchange. The Nade just purples the Winston. Now Emptiness, I mean, assuming they keep everybody on cart, should be able to pick up some good meterage here. Santi's in trouble. That is not good. They need this 4th point. Looking for Flaticue to come in and get the stall. Will not. Okay, so 4th point picked up is a good sign, particularly with the Winston not in the fight. Unto still lurking behind. Unto is able to blink out of the 1v4. Overtime going means Emptiness are forced to anchor on this cart. They're positioning determined for them. Nano boost on to Santi. Rare still about 90% of the way. Low has to use their nade defensively to try to protect this backline. Rare does get this nano boost built up. Neophyte is the one to receive it. Try to fend off Santi's primal rage. Santi moves to the high ground, and Satan's able to land the shot. Pulse one on the back. Doesn't quite hit Rare, and the rally now available here for this defense. Santi playing inside the vault. Just kind of baits all the supports in and gets the heck out. Meanwhile, Ilios is able to find Nevs for the 2nd time here in this overtime push. This means Emptiness continue to move forward. Looking for that command AA in chat right now. Good take aim bolts landing out of Zatan. Forces once again a defensive nade, but this time Santi gets slept and taken down. The primal rage here in a hole while Unto is found 2-3 in this fight. Sticking 0 for the 2nd time on this map. F were not happy with the amount of progress they gave up on that overtime defense, though. I can guarantee, as that massive time bank now suddenly doesn't look like such an advantage.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Oh, I don't know about this. Okay. The cast feels better against the Freya, but you give up so much vertical maneuverability. It kind of forces your hand. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about if 28 is looking for coffins. I don't want to hear it. Y'all are going to get me all depressed.
3, 2, 1.
So Emptiness, now Santi onto the hazard. They're keeping the on a look with that though. Try to hold for this 4-minute time bang. More time on the clock for effort than when they started. They only have to push half the distance. Beautiful headshot's gonna force the time and just sit back and wait. Trying to go find health. Beautiful shot. And now this should just prompt a disengage. Kill on a Neophrite, I mean, buys you a little bit of space. Oh, but still, Nelly Zoo was holding way too close. So I think it just ended up to be maybe it couldn't get out. So they decided, hey, you know, die on cart. So we can get the whole team back there for another good re-engage. Sleazy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. The Chunkla, winnable. Checkpoint's still important here, even though it doesn't add time. You remove the spawns. So if you're able to get a recontest and force the spawns, you know, all the way back in the original point A spawn, a lot easier to defend. But Emptiness playing this very close to the chest. They are not overstepping. Big nade from Rare might just force the issue. Nev's is able to make it up top, capitalize. Ends up getting bow supports before they get rot down, despite being purple in their own right.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
So that's ever watching Unto. Ooh, trying to go for their third stick on the 0. Let's cut it on this fight. With the way this has been played, Emptiness have left themselves where they have to be perfect for this next 2 minutes. They have to hold this corner or they will find themselves in the lower bracket. There's the push up. Hoping to get a pulse into the back. The 180 doesn't quite land. Hits the corner. The Nanoboost does come out of the Neophrite. Oh, this is actually absolutely going to go raid boss. Flaticu's down. Oh, there's the rally. Nano rally on to Santi. Don't even get a chance to get the downpour in. And the GG's at chat. Oh, it's a ton. Touchlight, come on, man. I agree with that. Come on. GG's. GG's. Lunar says it's okay, Bull Skunk, you're young at heart. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, Emptiness still, they have an opportunity. They're not out. They're quitting out of here like their season's done. You know, it's like, y'all have a lower bracket. Y'all have a lower bracket. We got people across 4 different teams hate watching. Yeah, GG's all around. Let's get some, Flaticute. Let's get some Nevs emotes in chat. Let's get some Nevs emotes in chat. GG's all around. We got a little Neophrite there to finish it off. It was, yeah, it's how fitting. We cut back to the 5 Ramses. 5 Gordon Ramsays to take the day. We'll be moving into Master Division for Season 6. Let's go. Congrats. Huge congrats. It's clean. A clean 3-0. They dropped Oasis. First time these two met in the regular season. No such inconsistencies today from F-Word. They absolutely look like the team to beat as they have all season. 16-0, perfect in regular season. That has not changed here in this postseason as I find the right bracket. Looking to repeat the excellence of Super Shy, who paved the way before them in Season 5. F-Word, currently sit 19-0. Currently sit 19-0, looking to complete the perfect run. And have been, 6-0 through your last two. Anyone is open for interview? Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on in. Okay. In the meantime, let's take a look at some stats. Meantime, why don't you enjoy some stats? As I'm setting up to get Nevs in here for an on-camera interview. Let's go. That never happens. All right. It looks like we may actually do Fista's cam, but Nev's audio. Is how this is going to work. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing they have something in store. Okay. We're in. Okay, why are we on two separate cameras? Let's start there. Why are we on two separate? Like, why do we have Fista's camera going on here? Is this just for the phone?
Fista really wanted to get interviewed once because he couldn't get done. Like, couldn't get it done on his own team. It's really unlucky.
Aww. Well, welcome.
He really wanted to be an interview.
Welcome to stream, my friend. All right, let's talk about making Master Division. What is? I assume that was the goal from the get-go. You now sit 19-0. What? How did you plan for it? Did you expect to go? Did you expect it to be this, flawless? What was the expectations beginning of seasons versus where you're sitting now?
I think from the start we were like really confident that we're gonna like make it back again, and even that we're like probably not gonna drop that many games. So it's really good that we didn't lose anything yet. But I think we improved a lot as well, so I think it's gonna get even easier from now.
Oh, you think it's just gonna get easier from here?
Yeah.
Without spoiling too much, is y'all expecting to kind of keep the same roster and same look heading into season 6?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
I mean, there's no reason to change anything, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. I don't mean like there's maybe some teams maybe trying maybe bolster it. Not that you would drop or anybody or anything like that, but maybe bolster the roster. Or if there are any thoughts of that moving into Master Division.
I don't know. I think we're gonna be staying the same and doing everything the same way. So,
what are your This actually kind of brings up a point I would like to talk to you about, because we see all like Dreamlight kind of come through as in Master Division playoffs over the weekend. We had 3 teams left that were all built in 3 different ways. With obviously Dreamlight just being the kind of more wholesome grassroots, we're just a synergistic team pushing up through the ranks. What are your thoughts on that kind of a build? I mean, is that y'all want to show the world that can work, or do you think that that kind of a team does have a chance to really move up and take down the likes of the teams that just pull up Korean players kind of thing? What are your thoughts on building a team versus growing a team?
I think like in the long term, making your own team and improving together is probably going to be better. Like the teams with Koreans, like they're probably going to make it to WCS next season, but in the long term, it's probably better because the Koreans might go back to Korea or something, and then they might be a little bit cooked for after. So I think it's better to just like build up a team with good players and stay together for a long time.
That makes sense. It's like even if you find success, there's who knows what's going to happen the very next season. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, it was a pretty dominant stomp here today. Are you expecting to see Emptiness, or who do you think, or who would you like to see? Oops, I didn't mean to lose your camera there. Who would you like to see in the grand finals? You want to see this rematch? Does it really matter? You're just like, doesn't matter, we're going to stomp them. Is there any one team in particular though you would like to see there?
I would have loved to see Team Reds in the finals, but they went out already. But
yeah.
But I don't know. Like from the other teams, I don't know. Like we beat all of them already, so I don't know who's gonna be a real opponent. Like it might be close, but I think we will win the finals regardless of who we're playing.
Oh yeah, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I don't really have much else for you. Anything in particular you want to talk about with this match? Anything that stood out? Did you have like a moment in this match, or anything that that y'all did that you would in special preparation? I mean, you clearly looked really clean, really crisp today. Leading into that, was anything special that happened, or was it just another day at the office?
The only thing I would like to say maybe is that you might be seeing us at the Esports World Cup qualifier, last year's qualifier.
Let's go.
We're gonna go to Riyadh.
Let's go. Okay, well, good luck.
Yes,
Good
thank
luck in
you, thank you.
Riyadh. That's amazing. And good luck in the grand finals. Good luck in Master Division. What an awesome day. What an awesome day.
Thank you.
Sorry for the scuff, but I really appreciate you and Fista coming and join me for an interview.
Fista, you gotta say something.
Yes, there we go. There we go. All right, I'll leave you on that one. Thank you once again. And yeah, have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Cheers. Oh, that was really cool. I love getting the interviews. They're very impromptu. So I'm sorry if I know sometimes they may feel a little scuffed because it's very impromptu, but I really appreciate the players, both Fista and Nevs, getting to come in and share their thoughts and just talk about. I mean, looked very calm and confident. I didn't have much to inquire out past that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it.